do you think that one person can really have that great of an impact on the American people? I mean, George M. Cohan was just a little kid in vaudeville, and then he grew up and started writing songs, and all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but many years, he was an overnight success, and he received the Congressional Medal of Honor. But do you think that that's still possible today?
Yeah. Hey, look at what took place after 9/11. We had members of Congress, regardless of party, regardless of personal agenda and politics, stand arm in arm and sing on our Capitol steps. I wish every day could be 9/12, where that patriotism and the flags flew. Even in our darkest hour, we still remembered the greatness of America. It is possible for one person, because that's all that's ever changed history. It's been one person, one group with an idea of greatness. And sometimes they don't even know when they start how great it'll turn out. George C. Scott wrote the national anthem. He didn't think it was going to be, Francis Scott Key.
You were thinking
I'm
Patton.
sorry, yeah, I was thinking Patton. Wow, I'm so sorry. Wow.
It's okay. We've been talking
I
about
caught that.
We've been talking Eisenhower and Patton and
Yes,
everything
yes.
all afternoon.
Forgive me on that one. Francis Scott Key
It's
wrote
live TV.
the national anthem, and he just wrote on what he saw that day. I mean, that was a true story of amazement
It was
that
a
our
poem,
flag.
actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and now it's our national anthem. So and I think that if we take the regulation and stuff and just teach kids about the greatness of the American experiment, that we're still trying to get right.
And something too is I don't think that we have to put down somebody else to feel good about ourselves. I mean, we can be patriotic without being criticizing of another country or another government. We can have patriotism of and by ourselves, and we can be heroes of and by ourselves, like your brother and your father.
I consider myself lucky to be born in America, but I'm sure that there are those who consider themselves proud and lucky to be Latino or Russian or name any European country, and they should be, because everyone has a unique history to be proud of. We just don't want to forget the history, because if we forget it, then we tend to repeat it. And I'm sure that we don't want to go back to a place where we need to redefine, like our founding fathers did, what our country should be. That's dangerous.
Speaking of our founding fathers, you have some trivia about Washington and some other people who have become our presidents as far as their military service and that sort of thing.
Well, and since this was originally supposed to be the Veterans Day episode, it's amazing that out of 44 presidents, 31 served in uniform. From Washington, who was the General of the Armies, which is an honorary title, never in rank to be surpassed, all the way down to a private who turned out to be president. My hero was I believe, a lieutenant. So there's a great history of answering the call to service, having the opportunity to come back to private life and saying, I'm not done yet.